If you're not already aware, a majority of the 2.2 icons have been leaked for quite a bit now. And with the help of GD Colin's icon kit that he created and clicking this button right here, we're able to reveal 500 brand new icons to look at. And in today's episode, we are going to be ranking all of the new 2.2 UFO and Wave icons. I'm really excited to look at all these new icons, so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so we have the icon kit in front of us. Let's look at the UFOs really quick again. As you can see, there really aren't that many original UFOs, but let's just see how many new ones are coming. So if we hit reveal, let's see. Oh my god, we have so many. Obviously, you can see how many we have to go through for the UFOs, but I want to look at the waves really quick too. Oh yeah, that is still a lot. I mean, there's nowhere near as much of the UFOs, but that is crazy. This UFO, I believe, is the last 2.1 icon, so if we look to the right, we can get started with this one. Just in case you didn't see the last video, we have 7 total tiers, so there's a very large range we can put all these icons into. I think for this one, I'm going to put it in C tier because I don't know, I'm not a fan of how it looks. It just looks all right. Not starting off very strong, obviously. Let's move on to this next one. I don't actually hate this one. I think it looks kind of clean. I'm feeling a B tier for this one. There's nothing really special about it, but I think it still looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie, this one's a little bit weird to look at, but I like how it kind of actually looks like an actual UFO. Although, I don't know, I'm just not a fan of the design as a whole. I'll put this one in C tier. I feel like this one could look really clean actually, so I'll put this one in B tier. And honestly, I think I'm gonna say the same exact thing as this one. I'll put it in B tier as well. Honestly, not much variety for the first 5, but if we go to the 6th one, this one looks so good. I feel like it could look a little bit cleaner, but I still really appreciate this one a lot. I think I'm gonna put this one in A. We have our first A tier UFO. Let's go. For this next one, I like the design, but I don't know, it's not something I would ever use in my life. It's really clean, but I'm gonna put it in C tier. At first glance, this looks like a really strange design, but I feel like this could work really well with some other icons. I like the shading of this icon a lot as well. Honestly, the more I look at this one, the more I keep liking it. I think I'm gonna put this in A as well. If you know me from the last episode, I love the gradient stuff. So any other UFOs that use like a lot of gradient stuff, you're gonna see probably in this region up here. I'm gonna give this one our first D tier. I do not think this one looks good at all. I don't even know how I feel about this one, honestly. It's not that great. I don't know. I'll just put this one in C tier. Okay, this one just looks absolutely insane. I am debating putting this one in SS so badly, but I feel like it just looks too big. Like trying to do Michigan's part in Bloodbath with this UFO would be impossible. The design is so good though. It's obviously gonna go in S, but I don't know about SS. I might do like a last minute change before I finish this, but right now it's going in S. That one looks so good, dude. This one's interesting. I don't really hate it or love it. Those skinny arms are just a little weird. I'm just gonna put this in C tier. This UFO is clean, but it looks like a diaper. C tier. This one is just like too much. Like it barely even takes the shape of an actual UFO. I appreciate what it's trying to do, and I like that diamond in the middle. I'm gonna put this in D, I think. I don't think it could get much higher than that. We have so many UFOs we've already put on the tier list, but the thing is there's just so many to go as well. We've only done like a row so far. It's crazy. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I think if it had more like shading, I would put this in A or maybe even S. The shape of it looks so cool, but I don't know. I feel like it's just a little bland. I am really trying to make out what that's supposed to be, but I have no idea. I appreciate the detail on the design, even though I have no idea what it is, so I'll just put it in C tier. I don't know. It's just a really weird design to me. Again, another C tier, I think. I really do not like the design of the color scheme on this, but I don't think it's bad enough for D tier. I just do not like the look of this. I'm putting this in D tier. I know I'm being harsh, but like, dude, I don't know. I don't like it. Over the past like 6 years, I have barely changed my icon set. And honestly, it's really hard to find anything better than my current UFO. I love it. Case in point, here we go. Next one. This one's going in D tier. Ooh, okay, wait. This one's cool. The shape of it is really interesting. I don't know how I feel about this one. I think I'm gonna put this one in A, actually. It's really clean looking. Even though I feel like it's too big, it looks very clean. So I think A is a good place. I forget where that's from, but I'm gonna put it in B tier because I just think it looks kind of clean. I'm being straight honest. I think this deserves F. But like, hear me out. The entire thing is one color except for the eyes, which I assume is the secondary color. Fight me all you want. I believe this is deserving of an F tier, honestly. On a stark contrast, let's do S tier for this one. I really do wish there was more of an apparent gradient on the bottom. I think that would have looked better. But overall, this is an incredible looking UFO. That looks amazing. This one's okay. I wouldn't use it, and I feel like it's kind of bland. I'll just put it in C tier. D tier. I'm sorry. sorry. I'm sorry. D tier. Detail on this one looks amazing. I don't know whether to put this one in A or S though. Actually, I don't know. I think A is a fine place for this one. It's a really good design, but I don't know if it's as good as these two. This is kind of an interesting design. I'll put it in C tier. Okay, you may expect me to absolutely hate this one. I don't hate this one. Okay, but also at the same time, this one's just so bulky at the bottom. I don't even know. This one's tough. It is a rather detailed design, and I like what it's going for, but I think because of the negatives, I'm gonna put it in C tier. Okay, Majora's Mask UFO goes so hard. I feel like it could be a little bit cleaner to put in S, but I'll put it in A. I think A is a really deserving spot for this one. Honestly, this one is actually kind of clean, and I don't hate it. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier. This one's just doing too much, despite it looking kind of cool. I'll just put it in C tier. Dude, I'm worried we may actually run out of space for the C tier UFOs. My God. We are nowhere close to halfway through all the 2.2 UFOs, and we are halfway through the C tier, bro. This is an interesting design, but I feel like it's a little too big to put really high up. I'll just put it in B tier. There's something about this one I really like. I'm sure it's the shading, but also it is a little bit too big to put too high up, just like the last one. I will put this in A though, because that design is really sick looking. This is a really nice looking tech kind of design. I don't think it's good enough for A though. Wait, how long has that been there? Hold on, was there always a UFO? Okay, I'm really hoping there wasn't just a UFO randomly on the top left of my screen the entire time. Anyway, what did I even say? B tier. Anyway, let's move on to, whoa, this one. Okay. I feel like it does a little bit too much, but I feel like it's still really solid enough to put in A tier. This one's going in C tier. I like the depth and I guess kind of the design, but it's also just really bland. Here's another one where I'm really debating either putting in S or A. Is it more fitting with these UFOs or these two? Looking at what I've placed, I think it's honestly better in S tier. I think we have our third S tier UFO right here. That is a really strong design. I like it. And continuing this trend, I am going to put this one in SS tier, 100%. No matter how you feel about this one, you cannot argue. It's going no lower than like A for anybody. That is an incredible looking UFO. On the contrary, no, I don't actually hate this one. I like the gradient from the left to right. I think that's kind of nice. If it didn't have that gradient, I would put it in D tier, but I'm gonna put it in C tier just to be nice. I like this one a lot actually, just for the sake that it actually does look like a UFO. It's not the most special thing in the world though, so I'm just gonna put it in B tier. What is this one? What is that? I don't like hate this one all that much, but I don't even know what I'm looking at. I have no idea where to put this. I have no idea. It's really detailed though. I'm gonna put it in B tier. I don't know. I feel like the safest option is putting it C tier, but I feel like it doesn't match up with these, so I'll just put it in B tier and let's just move on. Oh my God, this one looks good. I don't think it's good enough for SS, but this is definitely going in S tier. That is an amazing looking UFO. Whoa, this one's cool. We have a butterfly UFO. This one is really good, but I feel like it has a little bit of a missed potential. Maybe if there was just more of the secondary color in the wings, I think it would be better. I'll still put it in A though. It's really solid. This one's okay. I feel like I've seen just so many giant UFOs that just this looks so small now. I appreciate the design, so I'll put it in B tier. This one has like a bit of a weird shape and is just overall kind of boring. I'm just gonna put it in C tier. I actually really like the shape of this one. You know, overall it's still kind of boring though, but I'll put it in B tier. We have a UFO with 2 rockets strapped to its sides. Okay, I don't hate it though. I'll put it in B tier. Okay, this one is just like, yeah, it's a cool honeycomb design, but I don't know. I'm not feeling it at all. I'm thinking of putting this in D tier, honestly. Appreciate the detail, but it's just not for me. All right, here we go. Another S or A type of UFO deal again. I don't know if this is quite S material. I'll just put it in A tier. I think that's a fine place to put it. I like what this one's going for. I think it's clean. I will put it in B tier. My God, there's almost actually more B tier UFOs than C tier now. God, I really hope I'm not gonna run out of room soon. Ooh, I don't know how to feel about this one. The way this one is executed is really nicely because of all the angles and stuff. It's not anything special, but I really like the design, so I think I'm actually gonna put this in an A tier. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I really like the design, but I would never like use something like that ever. This one's a C tier. It's cool, but it's just boring. Okay, what? This one's cool. Is it S though? I don't know about that. I feel like this is so close to S tier, but I'm just gonna play it safe and put it in A. This one's D tier. I do not like it. I love what this one's going for, but I feel like it just looks flat. I'll just put it in B tier. And also this one just does not really vary the colors a lot. Okay, what? Oh my gosh, what? I hate this one, but I can't hate on it too much because it is very unique. I don't think we've ever had like the little thing that encloses the cube inside of the UFO like be square before. I really wanted to put this in F, but because of that, I'm just gonna put it in D. This one's going in A, 100%. Looks really, really good and very solid. Okay, now this one is this one is so cool. We've never had anything like really inside of like the bubble with the cube before. It has like a crown. That's awesome. I don't think the design is so clean that it's SS, but dude, that is a great, cool design. This one I feel like does a little too much. I'll put that in C. This one's weird to look at, but I'll just put it in B because I appreciate it. This design's just a little bit weird. I'm not a fan. I'll just put it in C tier. I don't mind the design on this one, but it has a like kind of like a weird shape to it, so I'll just put it in C tier, I think. Nope. Okay. Nope. D tier. The design isn't horrible, but also it's just a fat ship, and I just do not think it looks the best at all. Honestly, I don't like this one. I'm putting it in D as well. This one's okay. I wouldn't use it, and it's also just kind of big. I'm gonna put this in C tier. I would put this really low, but I like the detail on this one. It's either C or D tier. I'm just gonna put this one in C tier. This one I think looks very clean, and I'm going to put this one in B tier. All right, let's play a game. Let's see if you can guess what tier I'm gonna put this one in. Ready? Here are the 4 options. I'll put them on screen right now. Okay, ready? The correct answer is quite obviously F tier. Ain't no way this is going any higher. You're crazy if you're putting it higher. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't like this design. I'm putting it in D. I'm just dude, I'm so angry right now after that last one. I'm about to go on a rampage. Just start putting everything in like D's and C's and F's. Ready? Check this one out. D tier. Stupid, ugly looking rat UFO. Like, get out of here. Why? Dude, I don't even know what that is. It looks like a bikini. It's weird, but it's not that bad. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. All right. Okay, ready? All right. No, okay, ready? I'm gonna relax. I gotta step back. Okay, I think we can agree that this looks more like a ship than a UFO, right? Okay, like when you see this, you think of a cube sitting on the back and like flying through stuff. It's weird seeing the glass capsule like that, like it's an actual UFO. I'm putting this one in D tier. Okay, my anger's coming back a little bit. What is that? That is the easiest D tier of my entire life. Super bland and boring. I'll put this in C tier. I'll put this in B tier because it's not bad. There's like barely any shading on it, but it's not terrible. Okay, I'm not sure what this is, and I hate this design. I'm putting it in D. This one is also going in D tier as well. Honestly, this one looks like it could be satisfying to jump with. I'm gonna put this one in C tier, which probably means I'm gonna have to move every single one of these so I can start fitting more C tier UFOs. Yep. They look really close together, but it's probably fine. We're probably gonna run out of space again. Anyway, let's move on. I think let's put this in C tier now that we have all this room here. This actually looks kind of clean. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Surprisingly, I actually do like this one a bit. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Okay, if you remember from my last episode, you already know this is going in F tier. The entire smiley, like weird looking icon set is going in F tier. No questions asked, bro. This one's really clean, and I love how it looks like an actual UFO. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Okay, what? Okay, I did not expect that when I clicked onto this. This is not what I was expecting at all. What is that? Dude, I'm sorry. This is going in D tier. This is possibly the worst shaping UFO I've ever seen. God, that looks so weird. The proportions are just strange. This one is very clean, and I'm gonna be putting this one in A tier, I think. Oh, dude, we're getting so close. Come on. We have so many on the tier list, and we only have like, what, 2.5 rows left? Let's just speed run the rest of these, okay? I'm gonna go through these super fast. C tier, boring, but I kind of like how it looks like a smile. D tier, this one is just really weird. A tier, I actually like this one a lot. I love that shape. B tier, it's a rather okay UFO. A tier, it's a bit chunky, but it's super clean, I think. A tier, I love the design on this one, but it's nothing incredibly special. This is going in D tier. I hate how it's kind of well detailed, bro. This is just an all-around very middle ground UFO. I'll put it in C tier. I am actually a huge fan of this one. This one's very unique. I'm gonna put this in A. D tier, this just looks not good. D tier, I do not like the design at all. D tier, this is possibly like the most boring UFO out of all of these. I'll put this one in B tier. It's all right, but it's nothing great. All right, I'm gonna put this one in B tier. This one's going in C tier. There's a lot of detail, but I just don't like the design. Dude, is this like a ship or a UFO? I'm gonna put this in D. And that's just like not even a good design anyway. There's something about this one that I really like. I'm putting this in A. I like the detail and the design's pretty cool. I'm gonna put this in B. Very similar to the last two, but a little bit boring. I'll put it in C tier. Honestly, same exact idea here. I'll put this in C tier as well. I hate this design so much, but it's not horrible, and I'm putting it in C. Okay, here we go. Another F tier to add to this very small pile. This, I would argue, is the worst UFO in the game now. Yo, ultraviolent ship. This actually looks really good. I'm gonna put it in S. I'm feeling F again. Here we go. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. I don't care at this point. Yeah, that's just, I do not like that one. This one is very sick. I'm gonna put this one in A. And we have our last one right here. This one, not ending on a banger, that's for sure. Very bland, but the design is pretty good, so I'll put it in B tier, I think. Okay, here we go. Here is the full 2.2 icon UFO tier list. I'm gonna have this up on screen for a little bit. Feel free to pause and just kind of take it in a little bit, because in a second we're gonna move on to ranking the wave icons now. I'm still not 100% sure if these are all of the 2.2 UFOs that are coming, but I mean, God, these are just, there are so many here. There's nowhere near as many new 2.2 waves, which is good for my sanity, bro. So yeah, let's start getting into this and ranking these waves. Okay, let's get started with ranking the waves. And by the way, yes, it is a completely different day now. We now have like a fresh new tier list, so we can put all the new waves into it. And yeah, let's just get started with these. This one is the last 2.1 wave, so the one right next to it is the first one. Honestly, it's very clean and I like the gradient. It's a little bit boring, so I think I'm gonna put it in B tier to start. Definitely have a pretty strong first start with the wave. Let's go. I will put this one in C tier. I just do not like the design a lot. By the way, just to clarify, I do have a bias towards waves with like an actual point on the end. It's like, if you're using a wave like this, like how are you even like controlling that? We'll put this one in C tier. I'm not a fan of it, but it's not horrible. I don't even know what this is trying to be. I don't know. I do not like this one. I'm putting it in D tier personally. It just does not have a good look to it in my opinion at all. Like, that's just so weird looking. This one is really clean. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I like that a lot. I don't really make changes and it's already like super early on, but I'm moving this one up to A, I think. I'm gonna put this one in B tier because I like the design, but I feel like this would be so hard to play with. This one's unique, but I'm not really a huge fan of it. I think I'll just put this one in C tier. This one's cool. It's cartoony, but I don't mind it. It's definitely not anything special, but I think it does look clean, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. Okay, what? Is that even a wave? I like the gradient coming in from the point, but like, dude, what? I'm sorry, that's going in D tier for me personally. That like slightly noticeable gradient is the only thing that's like saving it from F tier, bro. I'm gonna say the same exact thing for this one. Are you kidding me? This has got to be the hardest wave ever to use, dude. Come on. It's not even symmetrical, and the point is like up there. Like, no way people are gonna be using that. This is so much closer to an F tier than the last one, but I don't know, because the thing is that gradient looks really, no, you know what, I'm putting it in F. Yeah, I'm just doing it. You know what, screw it. It's my tier list. I get to do what I want. This one looks really clean, but the thing is, it doesn't have a point, and just like, I don't know, that just takes a lot out for me. Design wise, it's really, really good though. I think I'm still gonna put it in A, but with the premise that I'll probably never use that. This is just a much cleaner version of the one wave we already have, and because of that, I think I'll just put it in B tier. I'm a big fan of this one. It's just, I wish it was more like thicker and like the gradient was more noticeable. I'll put this one in B tier. It had a lot of potential, I feel like, and it just doesn't really hit. This one's clean, but it's like really boring. I'll just put it in C tier. This one's not a point and just boring to me personally. I'm gonna put this in D tier. Sure, it has like that unique magnet shape to it, but dude, no, I would never use something like that as a wave. And speaking like something I would never use, this is just one of those ones where I just feel really uncomfortable looking at. I think I'm putting this in D tier, sorry. However, this one is going in S tier, or maybe A, I don't know. It's not really too special, but there's just something about this that I love. It's like a perfect mix of like being simple while still being like really clean, and I think it looks amazing. Yeah, you know what, I'll just go with A tier. Still haven't gotten an S tier yet. That sucks. I think this one is great because it looks like a much better version of this wave. Honestly, I'm considering putting it in A tier because there's just something about it that I really like. I'll just put it in B tier. I think that's just a safer area to put it in. Speaking of another B tier, I think we got another one right here. It's clean, but I don't know, just really not that special at all. I'm a very big fan of this wave. I think I'm gonna put this one in A. I think it's a really clean design and I just like it a lot. It's a cool sword design, but I feel feel like, I don't know, not for me. Not for me at all. Colors are like barely varied, but I still like the design of the actual sword, so I'm gonna put it in C tier. All right, this one just looks like a ship. How is that even a wave, bro? There's also like a lot going on in this one. Honestly, there's just something about this one I just don't like. I'm gonna put in C tier for the amount of detail that's in this one, but I don't know. It's not getting much more than that. This one also, I have no idea how it's a wave. It is a much better design though. I love this one, and I think I'm gonna put it in A. I'm about to go against everything I just said about all these icons, but Jesus. I'm gonna put this one in SS tier, okay? And I think everybody can agree that this is probably one of the coolest and best designed waves ever. Now for this one, I don't know how to rank this one. There's obviously a lot of attention to detail, but the shape of it is just really bad for a wave. Don't even know if it's good enough for A to me. I think I'm just gonna stick it in B tier. This one's pretty clean. I don't know. I'm not a fan of how thin it is and like how round the left side of it is. I appreciate the design still though, so I'm gonna put it in C tier, I think. Okay, yes, I love myself some good gradient icons, but like there's nothing really interesting about this one, to be honest. Like when I look at this one, right, it just does not feel as clean as like this one in A tier. To me, it's still nice, but I think I'm gonna put it in B tier. Here's one I honestly just think is really clean and simple. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. Yeah, not a fan of this one, D tier. I do not like it. It's boring, the colors are boring, and it's not a point. This one has a point, but it just has a terrible design in my opinion. I'm putting that in D tier. This is just a really clean and simple design. I think I'm actually gonna put this one in B tier. There's just something about it that I really like. I'm gonna put this in C tier because I really like the design, but it feels like, what's that one wave? It feels like this wave, and to me, it just is uncomfortable to play with, so I'm just gonna put it in C tier for that. Overall, it generally is like a really cool design though. Dude, I was gonna put this one in D because it's just so ugly in my opinion, but because it looks good to play with, I'm just gonna put it in C. Okay, honestly, I don't hate this one as much as I would think. It's weird, but it's unique and like kind of interesting. I don't know whether to put this in B or C. I think for me personally, I think it sits better in C. This could be a really good, simple, and clean wave, but I don't know. I just feel like it's a little bit chunky, I guess. I'll throw this one down in C tier. I really like the colors on this one and the eye in the middle. This one is a really strong wave that could be an S. I don't know. Nah, I'll just put it in A. I think A is a better place. I think this one had a lot of potential, but the shape of it kind of does a little bit of damage for me. Still overall really good though, and I'm gonna put it in B, but I feel like it could have been a little bit better. This one's clean, but like weird looking. I don't know how to feel about this one. I think I'm gonna put this one in B tier. I've been doing so many B tiers this video, bro. It's clean and simple, but I feel like this is pretty boring. I'm gonna put this in C tier. This one is just really weird to look at, D tier. My God, we are like almost done these waves already. These were so much quicker than the UFOs, bro. We still don't have an S tier wave though. Let's see if I can find one I actually like enough. Let's look at this one. I don't even know. It's really simple, but there's something about this I really appreciate. I'm gonna put this in B tier. This one is really strange and I feel like awful to play with. I'm gonna put this in D tier. Dude, it looks like a little toothpick. Like, what is that point? I like the design on this and the slight gradient, but it's not anything really special. I'm gonna put this in B tier. I actually do not hate this one. I'm gonna put this in C tier. It's clean and like very minimal, which I feel like I wouldn't like usually, but using this as a wave, I feel like would look pretty nice. This is going in C tier. It's just bland, basic. I don't know. Colors are kind of not that great in this one, but it's unique and I don't hate it that much. I think B tier is a good place for this one. Okay, the shape of this one is really strange and I wish it was better because the colors on this one are great. I love how it looks. It just looks like an egg for some reason. And I'm gonna put this in A, but I feel like if the shape was better, it would 100% be S tier. Okay, we just have a little bit over a row left. Let's just speed run the rest of these and let's get this done. D tier, it's unique, but this design sucks. B tier, I like the colors and it's just overall a cool wave. C tier, I feel like it's pretty clean and interesting, but I feel like it's also a little bit bland. B tier, there's something about this one that's really interesting to me for some reason. D tier, I just don't like the design in general. C tier, this one's just kind of okay, I guess. B tier, this is pretty clean and small, but it's not the best. C tier, I like the colors and it's unique, but I don't like the shape at all. F tier, the only thing I like about this is the gradient. You already know this is going in F tier. C tier, I hate the shape and it's bold build, but I like the colors and it's an overall cool design. D tier, I don't even know what that is. A tier, I actually love the design on this one. And last but not least, I think we have, I don't even know its name. It's a squid guy from Mario. There's like no secondary color besides the eyes. It's just not great. It's just an overall very boring one. I'm gonna put it in C tier. Okay. So there we go. There is our full wave tier list. Not only did we just like not get an S tier at all, there's just like no variation at all. Over like half of these 2.2 waves are like B and C tiers. But yeah, here's the full wave tier list. I really like looking through all these, and I hope you guys do as well. We still have the robots, the spiders, and there's also included the swing copter as well. Eventually, at some point, I'll be able to look at them, but I don't know if it'll be in time for 2.2, unfortunately. But we'll see when we get there. Anyway, that's gonna wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.